All right, fishing the Bronx River.
By Ben Hackett.
Andrew Knox.
And Tom Garofalo. So our project background. Our entire group has grown up sporadically fishing in a variety of local settings around where we live in Bronxville, New York. However, due to the overwhelming issue of pollution in the Bronx River, we have no intention of fishing in the Bronx River for several years until this year. We've attempted to fish in the Bronx River. I know me, Andrew, and Ben all love fishing, and we tried it because when we were little in elementary school and middle school, all we wanted to do was catch a fish, and we couldn't do that because of the pollution in the Bronx River. And there was a lot of stuff that was bad in the Bronx River, and the water was really bad. There was trash everywhere, and fish weren't particularly going there. Or I haven't been really seen there, so there was not a lot of fish as we know of in the Bronx River. But we're here to change that. So, what our mission was to figure out what type of fish are in the Bronx River and study them using various scientific methods and then any other marine life around the area and see if the pollution has affected them. So instead of going to Bedford, like I'm seeing here, instead of going to Lake Isle, we want to create a Bronx River, or we want to create the Bronx River into a nice fishing place for our community. And by doing that, we have to study the fish and see if there even are any fish. And when we collaborate with our other group mates who are examining the Bronx River and we can make it healthier, eventually I think we can have a safer Bronx River for fish to thrive in.
Okay, so for our research question, are fish species impacted by the different water velocity and discharge in different areas of the river? And so basically we wanted to figure out how fish interact in different segments of the river that vary in different depth, water velocity, and total discharge. We expect this project to span into the month of May. And as the weather increases and the temperature of the water increases, we expect to be catching more fish exponentially over the coming weeks. And as of right now, we have two small freshwater fishing rods, and we're expecting to be using corn and worms as our primary bait sources, as our research has found that those are the best types of bait for the fish we expect to be catching. Next slide. Okay, thank you. So for our methods, as of right now, we've selected 3 different segments of the Bronx River to conduct our research. Using water waders, meter sticks, and measuring tapes, we have calculated the measurements for all those rivers, for all the different segments of the river. So we have the depth, we have the length, and so as of right now, all we have to do is calculate the total discharge and velocity of those different segments. We've done it in the past in previous projects in this class, so that shouldn't take too long. And at this point in our project, after we conduct the scientific measurements for the discharge, we will be fishing for about 3 to 4 weeks after break. And using a notebook, we will be recording the species, length, and weight of every single fish that we catch. And we will be looking for other aquatic species as well, including crayfish and frogs. But we primarily expect to only be catching fish. And once we have all of our data, we will calculate the Simpson's diversity index of each 3 locations. And the fish species, the fish species we expect to observe are smallmouth bass, sunfish, pickerel, southern Saratoga, parrotfish.
All right, how our study fits into the study of the Bronx River. We value the health of the river over our own project. To make sure we treat the river with the utmost care and respect, we will be approaching our research with a lot of precaution. That means we will be implementing a catch and release rule, and that goes across the board. We will also try our best not to litter or leave trash around, just clean up after ourselves after we're done fishing around our sites. and we will be honoring the New York State laws, which means, catch and release and owning a fishing license to go out and fish. And if we see trash or litter around our sites or around the river, we will do our best effort to clean it up and not make a mess, and clean up a mess if we see a mess.
All right.
Okay, social outreach. So we want to spread our message and our project to not only just our class, but to our communities around Westchester and communities around the school about the Bronx River and the pollution, the species of fish that are affected, invasive species, all kinds of things that we will be researching and we will be discovering as we continue working on our project. So the point of the social outreach Instagram account is to help broaden the public knowledge of the Bronx River. And we did that by creating an Instagram account, and we made sure that we will keep the Instagram account public and not private, so that anyone can access this and anyone can get educated on different things around the Bronx River.
One thing we're also going to do is we're going to do like Fish Friday or just something catchy to engage our audience. And if we catch a fish, we'll take a photo of it, we'll put it on the Instagram, and we'll give you all the data of like what the fish is, how healthy it is, how old, girl, boy, etc. We'll also do live videos so people can watch us, see if we're catching any fish, do this. So we really want to be engaged. And as you can tell, our profile already has 106 followers. So people want to know what's going on in the Bronx River. So thank you for listening, and we will get back to all of you with data coming soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.